Hi everyone, today I'm gonna tell you how I started earning money online as a teenager with zero work experience and just some free time during the holidays. And actually I tested many pieces of advice that videos like that give. So I'm also gonna give you some of my own and tell you about other things you might do that I didn't. So hopefully this is gonna be useful. It's like a story time and a how-to video in one. So I hope you like the concept. Anyway, let's start. So I think that the most obvious way to earn money online is to sell your own clothes or other things like books, electronics, anything. And most of the things that I mentioned in this video is what I did during the previous 6 months, but this I actually did way before. For example, last year, last holidays, I sold many of my childhood dolls and I earned $250 on that. Anyway, this time I decided to focus on one Polish platform. I also started on Depop, but it was kind of ineffective. And I sold many of my and my mother's old clothes and I earned $70. I am so shocked because it's been 2 hours or something and 2 of my items already sold. So I will earn about $10, which is nice, which is definitely nice. So I think that many people assume that they will get incredible money from selling their own stuff, but I completely disagree with that. This is not an easy money because the market for used clothes is actually so saturated, extremely saturated with sellers. If you go on any of those websites or apps, you have a lot of items and a small number of buyers. So it's not like you'll sell everything. Mostly you'll sell your nice things and aesthetic, fashionable items. People are not stupid, they're gonna buy nice, beautiful things. So unless you have a big supply of them, it will be quite difficult. So I don't want to discourage you or anything, this is just the truth, but if you want some tips, here's what you can do to improve your chances of selling. The thing what you need to do is to build your unique account. So firstly, I would definitely focus on having clothes in similar style, because then when somebody comes to your account, they're going through all the things you have and maybe they buy something else or they decide to follow you, this is how you get popular out there. And another thing is having a coherent aesthetic, so maybe a dominant color or a similar type of photos. Anyway, I'm gonna put some good and bad examples, so go look at them. And then if you don't have much stuff to sell, you can always ask your family members. I know that my aunt, my mom, and my dad even, they have a lot of things that they don't need, but they don't maybe want to spend the time. Ask them, maybe they're gonna give you their stuff and you can sell it for them. This is something you can definitely do, especially if you just wanna throw something away. But if you have ever done some research on earning money online, you surely came across Fiverr. If you don't know, it's a platform where you basically can advertise your services as a freelancer, and they're just some people can find you and you can do work for them. So in May, when my final exams in high school were cancelled, I decided to set up my account and I created 3 gigs. So the first one was translation from French to Polish. Then I offered to do some video thumbnails and to edit videos. And I posted all of that, and then for 2 months, nothing happened. Then randomly in July, some woman came up to me, wrote to me, and she asked me whether I was able to teach Polish in French for $300. Obviously, I said yes. I had zero experience in teaching anyone, but I was kind of excited to do that. I kind of wanted to start tutoring anyway, so I was glad. Long story short, I did that. I actually really loved that, and afterwards I decided to continue that and I set up a new gig. But then I sort of started getting more traffic to my account and I started editing videos, also doing some thumbnails, teaching more people. In total, I think I taught 4 people, and I also wanted to show you my Fiverr account so you can see how it looks like. Basically, in total, I earned around $450 $50, which is pretty insane to me. Now I'm an editor for another YouTube channel, so it's kind of like going forward. And basically I discovered that you don't really need experience to like be on Fiverr and earn some money, but you need some skills. You need something that will make your gigs more niche, more maybe unique. And for me, this is surprisingly the fact that I can speak Polish. I genuinely never thought that would be useful, because if you don't know, it's not that big of a language, and I thought that mostly international people were there on Fiverr, but like many of my clients, they choose me because I speak Polish, and then others find me because they found me. Also, I speak a bit of French, and that brought my first clients to me. I also tried 2 other freelancing platforms, Upwork and Superprof. Superprof is for tutoring, Upwork is sort of like Fiverr, but it works a little bit differently. On both of them, I earn very small amounts, I mean, honestly, I have nothing to add. Okay, another thing I did is I set up my YouTube channel, and now I'm just going through the analytics. So I started it in February, and in May I got monetized, which means that basically I got 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And then I joined the partnership program and stuff like that. And then I started earning money. And as you can see, I had a peak at the beginning, but like on average, I've been earning around $40 per month, which is fantastic, and I'm very happy about that. But like comparing to the amount of time I've put in, it's not as much. But if you want some tips about how to like start a YouTube channel, I think there's a great newsletter by Ali Abdal. I will put a link somewhere. I don't know how I'm gonna do it exactly, but basically you can sign up and then you get like 7 days of advice on how to start a YouTube channel, which I also think applies to other social media platforms. So if you're interested in starting like your TikTok account or Instagram account, that will be definitely useful. And yeah, this was what pushed me to start my own channel and to like continue. Basically, guys, I got up to check whether my camera was working, but like the exit, I don't know, it seemed funny to me. Okay, so these were the things that I did to earn money. Also, one other thing I did was getting a real job. Basically, my aunt, she looked for somebody to help her at the event she was organizing, and I earned about $125 on that. I know we're talking about online stuff today, but you can also ask around to your family members and you might get something like that, something very nice. And now I wanted to mention some things that I personally didn't do, but my friends or my boyfriend did, or I've heard like other people do. So the first one is referrals, and this is something I haven't seen being mentioned that much, maybe because it sounds a bit like a scam, but it works. Basically, many online banks or like online platforms, any kind of like websites, especially concerned with money, they offer you referral codes. So for example, in Revolut, I don't know really how to pronounce that, you can get some money for inviting your friends to join the app. And then when they spend some money, you will get this like money back, and they also will. Just to illustrate the scale of that, my boyfriend earned $400 on that in like 6 months, but people earn thousands doing that. So if you're interested, I think there's like Reddit groups or something about that. Another thing you can try is something that I sort of tried, which is tutoring. It's a very good way of making money, and I actually saw this great video explaining how to tutor. I actually wanted to try it myself. I wanted to help others with history. Help, I mean for money. But I haven't yet, just because I don't really have that much time now, so I don't know if it's good to burden myself with all of that. But if you want to try it, go for it. I think it's a great option. Hey guys, so while editing this video, I realized that it doesn't have the greatest summary, so this is just like a quick list of how much I've earned. So as you can see, I've made the most on Fiverr, a bit more than $400, which amounts to $150 a month. Then on other freelancing, I made
$10, but this was just like occasional. On YouTube, I made nearly 300, which amounts to about $45 a month. It's actually different every month, but that's more or less what I get. And then we have more like one-time things, which is selling clothes, and an event job that I mentioned. I made 850 in 4 months. Some of these things I did at the beginning of those 4 months, other throughout, sort of. So it's really different. But what I wanted to mention at last is that you see many videos online where some teenagers or young people say they make $4,000 a month or something like that, which like is unusual. But I just wanted to say that I just started with that. I wanted to show specifically my journey of starting to freelance. So yeah, I realized this video doesn't cover all the possible ways in which you can make money because they're endless, but I really wanted to tell you the ones that I find legit and mostly the ones that I've tried. And I didn't have time to try all the options. So yeah, I'm gonna see how it continues. I'm not sure yet. For now, I really want to focus on university because it's not that easy as I thought it would. But yeah, subscribe to find out what happens next.
Thank you so much for watching. If you want to know what I spent this money on, you can watch this video. It explains it all. Anyway, if you have any questions to me, or if you want to share your story earning some money online or not online, please share it in the comments. I read all the comments and others probably read it too. So yeah, see you in my other videos, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to, and you can also like this video. Bye.